want to introduce you to Keith Geier, who at 47 was one of the youngest non-Japanese to achieve the master grade of 7th Dan from the Japan Karate Association. He has trained with me since the age of 15 in the Early Birds Instructors Group. He has also trained many times in the famous JK Instructors Class Tokyo. His experience in the art of karate is illustrious to say the least. This tape, Winning Kumite, graphically illustrates his innovative approach to karate coaching and training winners. This first of a series deals with the preparation of a fighter for competitive karate. As the founder of Global College of the Open Hand, I highly recommend Keith Geier's methods and ideas, which are innovative, sound, and effective.
Tournament is not the ultimate goal of karate, but the urge to win is human instinct, and many karateka have victory as their goal. I believe a fighter who has natural ability, a burning desire to win, and is able to apply what he or she has practiced in training will find success in the ring. It is a coach's responsibility to prepare his fighters using specific exercises and drills that will enhance their performance. What follows are some of the methods that I used to prepare the South African team for the World Shorter Cup in Japan. First, I'd like to show you some highlights from my competitive fights, as this fighting experience has been the source of many of my ideas. Without supplementary training, your competition preparation is incomplete. A tournament fighter needs a solid base of aerobic fitness, combined with the ability to execute frequent bursts of energy. Distance running is a good place to start, and from there you can incorporate short sprints, stair running, and other explosive exercises. Plyometric exercises are another tool to develop the explosive ability of the muscles. They are exercises that require fast, explosive execution, like jumping, hopping, and bounding. Weight training can provide exactly the kind of dynamic power needed for competition kumite. Power is a combination of strength and speed. Correct technique will give you the required speed, but when you add muscular strength, the result is power. Much of the force exerted by the limbs originates in the trunk and midsection. Therefore, abdominal, hip, and lower back muscles must be the central element in the strength training program. A weight training program must always commence with a warm-up, followed with some light resistance work, and end with stretching and mobility exercises. Techniques in karate tournament must be controlled just short of impact, but they should be capable of inflicting devastating damage. Bag drills are an excellent way to develop the power and effectiveness of your blows. It is important to find a balance between strength and speed. Even though strength is an essential element of power, speed is what ultimately increases the impact of your blow. When practicing bag drills, always have a solid base. Use rotation of your hips and torso, as well as the momentum of your body weight to drive through the target.
We're going to use it in competition. It's no good if our eyes are not together with our technique. So our eyes must be focused, as if that's someone's chin. Focused. In other words, if Warren did a right punch at me, I stepped sideways, that direction.
The power of the Haito strike originates in the rotational speed of the torso. The snapping technique of the back fist strike relies on speed impact and not driving penetration. This strike should be delivered and returned as fast as possible. In the first reaction drill, we use 4 responding techniques. Different techniques can be used in this exercise with the same effect.
Right motion, left motion. If I've got my left leg in front, you have your left leg in front. If I switch, you switch. Alright. We'll try medium pace first.
In this drill, the fighters must not only respond as fast as they can to the change in target, they must also use the correct technique each time. This will improve their split-second decision-making skills. The drill must be performed with an emphasis on accuracy, and the fighter must try and maintain a calm, poised attitude. With the practice of this drill, the participants will develop more skill, their reactions will improve, and their movements will become more efficient. In the second reaction drill, we are using the opponent's change of direction as our stimuli.
react immediately. The next one, if I move back, I'm not going to move back far, just that amount of movement. You must use your legs to get to me. Use any technique as long as you use your legs when I move. Okay. Maybe a double step Yakuzuki. If I move to my left, you think of a technique that I would be colliding with. Maybe a left Shotokkan or a right Mawashi blow. Okay. Or if I move to my right, maybe a spinning Shotokkan. Do that slowly. Or maybe even a back Shiromori.
The fighter must respond to the opponent's swift movement in one of 4 directions. The fighter must not try to anticipate which way the opponent is going to move, but rather wait until he sees the direction and then react appropriately. Practicing these exercises repetitively will instill in the fighter a spontaneous reaction when presented with a similar scenario in the ring.
Gordon, now you came to the corner. What could have happened is that, come slightly forward, that Johannes worked Gordon back into a corner. Okay, just in the fighting position, working back into the corner. Gordon might.
An example of how this drill can be useful in the ring is when a fighter has maneuvered his opponent into the corner and the opponent, not wishing to step out of the area, attempts to escape the corner by moving either to the left or to the right.
He tries to move to his right, back in. Okay, that's where this training comes.
A good fighter should have the ability to recognize when to meet an attack straight on, or when an evasive technique will have a better result.
Right, what we're going to go on to now is evasive techniques, not meeting the attack straight on, but going around it. I'm just going to give you 3 examples. I'm going to do it medium pace round. The first one, I'd like you to attack me with the right Yakuzuki. As you see, I'm moving, not sideways, but I'm moving at a 45-degree angle, which makes it difficult for him to use his left hand. That time, I put in a punch. It's a medium pace. Okay. The next one, I want you to take it with Kizamizuki. I'm going to move the opposite way. Same thing, I'm going to keep your hand for a split second in that position. I then step up to my front leg. Kizamizuki. Once again. I could follow up with left Yakuzuki. Obviously, there are dangers. I've got his watch his back leg in case he's spun from that position. So I've got to be ready for that. And then in everything that we do, there are dangers. The third one we're going to try today is if he moves his front leg, if he kicks with his front leg. So he comes up slightly with his back leg. I move slightly away, I move out that way, left Yakuzuki. Right, let's recap. Right Yakuzuki, left Kizamizuki, front leg.
For an evasive technique to be successful, timing and distancing are of utmost importance, and these elements can only be improved with many repetitions. One of the advantages of using an evasive technique is that it might expose a weakness in your opponent's defense, as the counter-attack is delivered from an angle. The aim of a foot sweep is to break your opponent's balance, divert his attention, or change his direction and then follow up with an attack.
Foot sweeps. Your hand, please.